Hi YouTube, I'm back today in my bookshop crawl hoodie, just a little bit of low-key advertising there. Not to talk about that though, to talk about our Persephone Readathon that's happening starting Monday the 28th of September. So some of you might have seen there is another Persephone Readathon that happens on Twitter occasionally. So I will leave their handle in the description so you can check them out. But basically we decided, because we run our Persephone Christmas book swap usually, which we're planning to bring back this year, where we basically send each other Persephone books, that it would be a great time to actually read some of those Persephone books. Also, just in case you don't know, Persephone are a indie publisher based in London, and they publish mostly forgotten women writers from mostly the interwar period. So they do publish some men, they do publish some books from outside of that period, but that is the bulk of what they publish. It's all different genres. It covers everything from cookbooks to thrillers and like fiction about kind of domestic life in that time period. Just everything really. There's so much different stuff covered. And I have never read a bad Persephone book. They're all amazing. So I would really encourage you to join in. If you don't have any Persephone books, we do have some in our bookshop. Not a huge amount at the moment because they seem to be a bit like gold dust, but you can also buy them from Persephone directly, and they do beautiful gift wrapping and they will ship to you. And I would recommend doing that as well because it's a real treat to receive a parcel from them. If you are in London and you can go into their bookshop, do that as well because it's an experience. It's a beautiful experience and perfect for this time of year. It's so cozy and lovely. So basically the readathon is going to run from Monday the 28th until the Sunday after. I will put the dates because dates have gone out of my brain at the moment, but I will put them in the description, all the details there. And the idea is just that you read some Persephone books. So we're not going to have a read along title or anything because we decided that that would be, I don't know, like maybe put people off because there's a lot going on this time of year. So all you have to do to take part is read a Persephone book or two or 6 if you're a really fast reader. I don't know. But that's the idea. The idea is just for those of us that have a lot of Persephone books that we collect because they're beautiful and wonderful and we don't read them, to actually read them. That's the idea. So I've got a little pile here that I pulled off my shelf to take a nice picture of. You can see they're all the ones with the grey spines. So you might now be like, oh yeah, those ones, okay. If you didn't know what I was talking about before. So I've got this little pile. I definitely am going to try the biggest book on the pile, which is They Knew Mr. Knight by Dorothy Whipple. Dorothy Whipple, if you don't know where to start with Persephone, I would recommend Dorothy Whipple. They Were Sisters is my favourite. It's amazing. It's about these 3 sisters who marry 3 different men, like really different men, and have really different experiences of marriage. One is very dark, and one has an affair, and they're all, it's just literally like kind of under the microscope of domestic life, but in very different settings. And I just think she writes brilliantly about people, so I'm really excited about this. I have no idea what it's about because Persephone books don't have blurbs. So in the inside cover they just have a little quote from the book. You can't really see because the glare is not great, but they don't have blurbs, so you don't know going in. But I am going to give that a go. It's huge, so I'm just going to say that's probably the only one I'm going to actually get around to. But I would also like to read The Diary of a Provincial Lady, which my friend lent me about 6 years ago. So yeah, sorry about that. I will give it back. So that's my TBR at the moment. You can share your TBR if you make one, or just your intention to participate using hashtag Persephone Readathon, which I will leave in the description box as well. You can share your videos. If you want to tag us at Ninja Book Box, that would be great, and then we can share around what you're doing. And we can have a chat. There may be Twitter chats, I haven't decided yet. But basically, it's really low-key. Just read some Persephone books, tell us about them. In our Facebook group, we will be chatting all things Persephone all week. So if you want to join that, it's just Ninja Book Group. Search for it on Facebook and request to join. And we will let you in. Okay, so basically, reading, chatting, probably drinking lots of tea if the weather continues as it's been today. I will be, like, curled up with a blanket and a cup of tea and some awesome Persephone books. So join us, we'd love to have you. Hashtag Persephone Readathon. Tell us you're going to join in and we will be excited. See you next time.